Welcome back to my channel, Teaching with Kaya. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. On this channel, I help the non-teacher get started in their journey to becoming an online ESL teacher. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorites, actually my favorite at the moment, company that I teach for. It is my main company right now, and it is the third company, I believe, that I signed a contract with. So I'm going to be sharing with you the requirements to get hired with this company, and I'll give you just a few reasons why I enjoy teaching with them. So if you haven't seen my other videos, I teach for a company called Education First, or sometimes I refer to them as EF. And I teach with them online, of course, but they have an adult side where you can teach adults if you choose, and or you can teach kids. I teach the kids, and so I'm going to be talking to you today about how you can get started with Education First. First thing I will say about Education First is the hiring process is fairly easy and fast, okay? They just require a simple online piece where you enter your basic information like your name, your citizenship, things like that. And then after you send that off, and as long as you check off the requirements that I'm going to share with you, then you will hear back from them pretty quickly, and then you'll get your interview scheduled and get your background check done, and if all that checks out, you will be teaching. So the first thing to get started with Education First, you need to have a TESOL or a TEFL, and this is just a certificate that you can earn online. And I recommend doing the 120 hour, although I think EF only requires the, what is it, 60 hour, something like that. But get the 120 hour, either TESOL or TEFL, because most online ESL companies want you to have the 120 hour, and it's very inexpensive. I think it's like $19 or $20 from International Open Academy. I think that's the name. I'll be sure to put the name in the description box, but you can just Google it, and you need a TESOL or TEFL. That's the first thing. Second thing that you need in order to start teaching with Education First is a bachelor's degree. Now, you do not have to have a bachelor's degree in education. I don't. It can be in any field. My degree is in psychology. Yours can be in anything. It doesn't matter as long as you have a bachelor's degree. That is a requirement. Third thing, you must be fluent in English. Of course, if you are teaching English, they want a fluent speaker. The next thing that you need is a stable internet connection. When you are teaching online, you don't want there to be interruptions or lags coming from your end. So I have a stable Wi-Fi connection, but if your Wi-Fi, depending on where you live, is kind of iffy, you may want to connect with an Ethernet cord. Otherwise, if your Wi-Fi is strong, then you're good. That's all you need. Along with a stable internet connection, I think these two you pretty much know, but if you're new to ESL, you may not. So you need a headset with a mic. This is mine. These are noise canceling, and this is the mic right here. These are by the brand, I don't think it's going to pick it up, but it's MPOW. You can just search on Amazon. I think these were like $34, $35. I like these, but I will say that I've noticed that in some of my EF classes, my mute button, when pressed, it doesn't mute. So I have to often use the mute on my computer, and then I can't hear my student, like if they're answering questions. So that's the only thing with these headphones. I noticed that the mute function doesn't always work. But any headset with a mic and that is noise canceling will do. And then of course, you need a computer. It could be a laptop, which is what I use, or you can have a desktop, but you will not be able to use like a phone or a laptop. So here we go. That's it. Pretty simple, right? You need a TESOL or TEFL, bachelor's degree. You need to be fluent in English and have a stable internet connection, a headset with a mic, and a computer. Now, these are the basics, right? When it comes to experience, if you have some experience with children, doesn't have to be in a formal classroom. As you know, I don't have a background in education. My degree is not in education. I've never been a brick and mortar teacher, but I do have experience homeschooling my kids. I do have experience volunteering in their classrooms. So if you have experience like that, then list that. Oh, one important thing, I can't believe I forgot. You need a resume. I almost forgot. You need a resume. I'll put this in all caps, or you may call it a CV, a cover letter. Don't forget this. When you apply, you put your basic information online. They're going to ask you to upload your resume. Now, this is very important, and you want to make sure that you keep it specific to experience with kids and or experience with volunteering or teaching or something like that. You want to highlight that. So what your resume includes is, of course, your information, so your name, your phone number, your email, all of that. At the very top, it's important that you list all of these, that you have a TESOL, that you have a degree, that you are fluent in English even, put that. Of course, they can tell once they interview you. But you want to make sure that your TESOL, your TEFL, and your experience are at the top, because they're going through a lot of resumes. They don't want to have to scroll down and read and search. Okay, so put this at the top. Make sure that your name is big and bold and that it stands out. You also want to make sure that it is one page. Please keep it to one page is all you need. All it has is TESOL, TEFL, bachelor's degree, very important, your experience. If you currently teach for any other online ESL company, put that as well as put the company, how long you've been working for them, and just list like a few things that you help your students do. Very important that you attach this so that your application goes through. You don't want to fail at the very basic information part, okay? So this is easy. Just keep it to one page. Make sure that your name is big and bold at the top. At the top, you have your TESOL, TEFL, that you have a degree, that you have your email address, all your contact information, and that's all you need. But you'd want to make sure that you keep the experience relevant to either children, any experience. It could be Bible camp, it could be volunteering, YMCA, any type of experience. Keep that at the top so that you stand out. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so really quickly, just a few things that I love about EF, the hiring process, and I'll make another video detailing that. But just know, as long as you pass the basic information, the hiring process moves very quickly, okay? Also, once you start teaching with them, the bookings are great. Now, of course, I can't guarantee bookings, but just to share with you my experience, I started with Education First. I signed my contract like mid-December of 2020. And it was like right before Christmas, so I did not open my schedule and I did not start teaching right away. I only had like a week and a half or 2 weeks that I taught in December. In those 2 weeks, I booked 32 classes, which is pretty good. Some companies that I have contracts with, I haven't gotten 30 classes in a whole month, okay? And this was around, this was in December. Then fast forward to January. I booked 99 classes. So I went from 32 bookings all the way up to 99. And that was with me taking off time to interview with other companies. There were some slots that I had to close. This is with me not working on the weekend, except for maybe like 1 or 2 days for the weekend. But I could have been booked for way more. Now that I know how the bookings go, my schedule will be open for a broader amount of time. But that is excellent. 32 bookings to 99, which also means that I tripled my income. But another video, okay? So again, if you want to apply for Education First, then please go ahead and click the link that is in my description box. Before you do that, make sure you have your resume or your cover letter, one page with all of the information, your name, your TEFL or TESOL, put where you got your certificate from, bachelor's degree. You don't have to put your school, just like your bachelor's degree and whatever it's in, that you are fluent in English, and you want all your contact information so that you can upload it, send it right out, and get started in the hiring process. If you need any assistance and if you click my link, please email me. That's also in the description box. Otherwise, I don't know who's applying or I don't know how to help you. Also, leave a comment down below if you currently work for Education First or if you are looking for another company to add to your teaching schedule. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and look out for videos coming up soon where I talk about how I was able to triple my income with Education First. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.